Hi, I'm Jessica Loy, and this is my book, Weird and Wild Animal Facts. This is a nonfiction book, meaning that it's true information and it's about animals that you probably know about, but you may not know some interesting things that they do. So let's take a look. Here's the inside cover. I dedicated this book to some animal friends. So these are pets that we've had. Esther Museum, Budgie, Magpie, Jack, Fluffy, Pineapple, Emily, Brownie, and Mr. Bumble. Introduction. The natural world holds amazing secrets and contains many strange and exotic-looking creatures. But in my search for unusual animal characteristics, I learned that some of the most common animals have very uncommon attributes. These remarkable adaptations aid in such things as hunting, self-defense, and communication. Did you know that a hummingbird can fly backward, or that a Panamanian golden frog has no ears? Some animals have characteristics scientists don't even fully understand yet. I selected the 14 animals in this book because many are familiar to us, yet have unexpected talents. So take a peek inside, learn some fun facts, and share them with your friends and family. Do you have a special talent? I bet you do. Let's turn the page. Oh, the giant Pacific octopus. Octopi are intelligent. They can process complex information, and they have an excellent memory. Octopi can't see color, but they change their appearance to match the texture, contrast, and brightness of their surroundings, making them invisible to predators and prey. That's one of my favorites. And here's the octopus eye. The suction cups are probably more important to an octopus than their eyes. Each suction cup can be controlled individually like human fingers and is equipped with chemical receptors so that the octopus can taste what it is handling. Think about that. They can taste with their suction cups. That is so interesting. Octopi have a beak like a bird, which they use to eat shellfish. So here's a picture of the beak, which is right in the middle, in the underneath part of the octopi. Females lay up to 90,000 eggs in a den and stay with them until they hatch. During this time, the mother stops eating, and she dies soon after the eggs hatch. That's the giant Pacific octopus. Giraffe. Giraffes can grow up to 18 feet tall, making them the tallest land mammal in the world. A giraffe can clean its ears with its 21-inch long tongue. That's longer than a loaf of bread. Think about that. And a giraffe's tongue is black. An adult giraffe's kick is so powerful, it can decapitate a lion. Giraffe spots are unique to each animal, just like human fingerprints, so no two giraffe spots are alike. Giraffes can run up to 35 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus secrete a thick red substance called blood sweat, which protects them from sunburns. So they have their own personal sunscreen. Hippos can hold their breath for 5 minutes walking along the bottom of a lake or river. And a hippo's ears, eyes, and nose are all on the top of its head, so it can watch its surroundings while in the water. Hippos open their mouths as wide as possible to size each other up. Their canine teeth can grow to 20 inches long, about the length of a child's arm. Hippos are among the most dangerous and aggressive of all mammals. Since they are vegetarians, their bad temper is defensive only. Fish clean the hippo's skin by eating algae that collects on them. Hummingbird. A hummingbird's wings rotate 360 degrees so it can fly up, down, sideways, forwards, backwards, or stand still in the air. And this is a rufous hummingbird. A hummingbird nest is the size of a ping pong ball, and a hummingbird egg is the size of a jelly bean. And that is also a rufous hummingbird. And next to it is a little Allen's hummingbird. The shimmering colors of a hummingbird come from something called iridescence. Color appears to change as light is refracted by certain feather structures and the angle of the viewer. So hummingbirds often look like they're shimmering. And here's a male ruby-throated hummingbird. A penny is heavier than a hummingbird. So if you put a penny in your hand and weigh it, think about the fact that a hummingbird is lighter than that. A hummingbird's heart can beat up to 1,260 times per minute. The human heart beats an average of 92 times per minute. So their heart's racing compared to ours. And here is a female ruby-throated hummingbird. Oh, the jellyfish. I love the jellyfish. Let's flatten that out more. A jellyfish's body is 95% water. So its body is made up of 95% water. And right next to it, this is a northern sea nettle. That's what that's called. Jellyfish have been on the earth for 650 million years. That's 400 million years before the first dinosaurs. They live in every ocean in the world, in the shallows and the farthest deeps of the ocean. There are over 2,000 known species. And next to that is the spotted lagoon jellyfish. I love that. I love all the spots. Jellyfish have no brain, no respiratory system, no circulatory system, and no excretory system. So all the systems that we have to keep us alive, jellyfish don't have. And next to that is a moon jellyfish. Jellyfish never stop growing. Some jellyfish are smaller than an inch, and others are larger than 7 feet with tentacles that extend over 100 feet. That's hard to imagine. This is the purple striped jelly. Okay. Most jellyfish sting. The stinging cells, called nematocysts, are located in their tentacles and release venom when they come in contact with an apparent threat. The tentacles remain attached to the skin of the victim. Even a dead jellyfish can sting. So you have to be careful around jellyfish. Let's see, we've got the box jellyfish below that. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. But one box jellyfish has enough venom to kill 60 people, and it is the most dangerous of all sea creatures to humans. So watch out for that jellyfish. Oh, the naked mole rat. Lots of people think naked mole rats are ugly, but they're kind of cute. Mole rats can only see light and shadow, so they use their whiskers to feel along dark burrows. They can run backward and forward equally fast. This is quite unusual in mammals. Can you run backwards and forwards equally fast? Give it a try. Naked mole rats are like bees. Every member of the colony has a specific job. They are breeders, housekeepers, soldiers, and even a queen. When a new queen takes over, her body gets longer. Naked mole rat teeth never stop growing. This allows them to dig without wearing their teeth down. Naked mole rat colonies create toilet chambers. When one is full, they seal it up and make a new one. So they're very neat and tidy. Naked mole rats live underground in burrows. Their mazes can be equal to 20 football fields. That's a lot of tunnels to dig. The Panamanian golden frog. That's a hard one to pronounce. The Panamanian golden frog, like all frogs, has no true teeth. Panamanian golden frogs' skin poison comes from their diet of insects, especially ants, which contain formic acid. So the Panamanian golden frog is poisonous. Scientists have found that one Panamanian golden frog contains enough toxins to kill 1,200 mice. Wow. Panamanian golden frogs have no external ears. It's thought they detect sound through their lungs, which are directly under the skin and vibrate when sound waves hit them. That's hard to believe that they wouldn't have any ears, but they don't. They're certainly pretty. Who's next? Red kangaroo. Everybody loves the kangaroo. A newborn kangaroo, which is smaller than a cherry, climbs into its mother's pouch soon after birth. 2 months later, it will begin to spend time outside the pouch. That's what we love about kangaroos, is their little pouch that the babies live in. A female kangaroo is called a flyer. The male is a boomer. The baby is called a joey. And a group of kangaroos is called a mob. Kangaroos can balance on their strong tails, allowing them to fight with their feet. So their tail is like another leg. A red kangaroo can leap 25 feet across and 10 feet high in a single jump and can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour. That's similar to the giraffe, isn't it? On land, a kangaroo's hind legs can only move together in a hop, but while swimming, they can kick each leg independently. So think about that. When they're on land, their back legs always have to move together. That's probably hard. Kangaroos have 5 fingers on their hands, just like humans, just like we do. There's the kangaroo. Let's see, who's next? Oh, the sand tiger shark. The sand tiger shark can have more than 3,000 teeth, kind of scary teeth, and on average lose 1,000 teeth per year. The teeth are arranged in rows, and a new tooth will move up to take a lost one's place. This ensures their teeth are always sharp. Sand shark pups are 3 feet long at birth. That's pretty long. This is about the size of a 4-year-old child. Sharks adjust their buoyancy by gulping air at the surface and then burping. This strategy allows them to hover almost motionless in the water. Sand tiger sharks are the only known sharks that surface to take in air. So most other sharks don't have to come to the surface, but the sand tiger shark does. It comes up to get air, and then it burps. These sharks look ferocious, but are actually quite docile. Let's see who's next. Oh, next we have the seahorse, another one of my favorites. Let's fix the page so you can see it a little better. Seahorses have no teeth. They use their tube-like mouths to create a vacuum that sucks up small shrimp and other prey. Do you ever suck up your dinner? Try it sometime. It's good with pasta. All seahorses swim while upright. Seahorses have eyes like a lizard. Each eye moves independent of the other, so they can look at different things in different directions out of each eye. A close relative of the seahorse is the exotic-looking leafy sea dragon. Ooh, they are so pretty. And it looks a lot like the plant life in the sea, doesn't it? Baby seahorses are carried by the males, not the females. Males are pregnant for 3 weeks and give birth to as many as 200 young at a time. Wow. To hide from predators, seahorses can change their color to blend in with the environment. So just like the octopus. Remember, the octopus can do that too. That's the seahorse. The tarantula. Ooh, spiders. This is a Goliath tarantula. The largest tarantulas have a leg span of nearly 10 inches, or about the size of a dinner plate. And that's the Goliath tarantula. They are huge. Tarantulas have fangs to attack their prey. Straighten out the peg. Here's a red-kneed tarantula. A female tarantula lays 500 to 1,000 eggs in a silken sac, which she guards until they hatch 6 to 7 weeks later. Tarantulas inject their prey with paralyzing venom, then use digestive enzymes to melt their victim's body into soup, which they drink through their straw-like mouth. Ooh! It's a lot like a seahorse, isn't it? They also use a straw. So a lot of these animals have similar attributes. There we have the golden brown baboon tarantula in the hand there. Most tarantulas live underground in burrows. And there's an Arizona blonde tarantula coming out of that burrow. Tarantulas have retractable claws, just like cats, which they use to grip. Wow, that is so interesting, isn't it? Let's see who's next. The two-toed sloth. Some people think sloths are kind of ugly too, but I think they're so cute. Sloths can go days without eating. Here, let me straighten the page out. There we go. And they defecate only once a week, so that means they poop only once a week. They descend to the ground from the trees where they dig a hole to use as a toilet. Their back legs are not very strong, so they must drag themselves along the forest floor with their arms to do this, because they really spend all their time living in the trees. Sloths are covered in unique fur that's an ideal breeding ground for algae. The algae helps them blend into the environment and hide them from predators, so that up in the trees they're very hard to see because they blend in so well. Sloths are related to anteaters. Isn't that amazing? Sloth mothers give birth to 1 baby per year. Sloths are the slowest mammals on Earth and climb upside down through tree branches. They are arboreal creatures, which means they live in trees. Sloths sleep as much as 15 to 18 hours a day. Have you ever slept that long? The sloth's long claws are good for gripping branches and are their only natural defense. They have very long claws. Oh, the vulture. I bet sometimes you see turkey vultures up in the sky. Most people do. A group of flying vultures is called a kettle. And there's a picture down there of a European griffon vulture who's having a snack. Vultures specialize in eating animals that are already dead. They prevent the spread of dangerous diseases such as rabies by consuming the carcasses of diseased animals. Next to that is a lappet-faced vulture. They can survive diseases that would kill any other creature, including humans, so they do us a good service. Vultures can soar for hours on the air, rarely flapping their broad wings. Many vultures have bald heads, which means that there are no feathers to clean after sticking their heads inside the carcass of a dead animal. And next to that is a king vulture. That's a beautiful bird. Vultures urinate on their legs to kill germs they might pick up while feeding on a carcass. They also use this technique to cool off because birds do not have sweat glands. And next to that is the cinereous vulture. And those are our vultures. Oh, we're getting close to the end. And finally, we have the warthog. Warthogs have 4 tusks, 2 on either side of their face, which they use for defense or to dig for bulbs and other food. These animals roam in small groups called sounders. And here are some baby or juvenile warthogs there in a group. Since warthogs eat and drink kneeling, they have developed knee pads made of calloused skin patches to protect themselves. So they have their own natural knee pads. Warthogs are named for the warts on their faces. Like horses, warthogs have manes. Warthogs run with their tails straight up in the air and can run up to 30 miles per hour. So not as fast as a giraffe or a kangaroo, but still pretty fast. And there's the warthogs. And in the back, I have a few more fun facts because there are just so many animals with so many interesting facts. It was hard to leave them out. A flamingo's vibrant pink color comes from eating beta-carotene, rich algae, and shrimp. The elephant is one of several mammals that can't jump. An elephant can't jump. Lemurs travel in groups called troops. Each rhino's odor is unique. They use piles of dung to leave messages for other rhinos. A porcupine's quills are hollow, which give them their buoyancy in water. So they have like little life preservers in their quills. A tortoiseshell is not a separate house, but part of its body's skeleton. And that's it. And at the back of the book, I have some resources that you might find interesting. So these are different zoos and animal preserves that you might find interesting to visit their websites and see all the information and interesting facts they have about the animals that they work with. So you could certainly check those out. And that is the end of Weird and Wild Animal Facts. I hope you enjoyed my book. While I was working on this book, I spent a lot of time visiting zoos, aquariums, animal sanctuaries to gather information for my book and also to take photographs. Most of the photographs in the book are my own. One of my favorite visits was to the National Aquarium in Baltimore, Maryland. I met there with the aquarist Morgan Denny, who took me behind the scenes to meet their great Pacific octopus in person. We went to the back of the tank, and octopi are very smart, and aquarists have to work very hard to keep a captive octopus busy with puzzles and games. When we got to the back of the tank, this octopus named Cordelia reached out her tentacle and wrapped it around my arm. As you might remember from the book, an octopus smells through its suction cups. The aquarist noted that this is how the octopus greets you. It can smell and sense you much more carefully through its suction cups than we can with our eyes, which is what we use to recognize people. After a minute, she took away her tentacle and then wrapped her tentacle around the aquarist. It was very exciting and so interesting. This visit, along with all my other visits and observations of animals, left me with a very important thought. It's so important that we understand that all creatures on this planet are unique individuals, many of whom think and feel and work to survive just the way we do, and they deserve our respect and protection so that we can all share this planet equally. It's just very important that we all work together to protect our environment. Thank you again for reading my book. Bye.